What's up, guys? As always, we have our disclaimer here for entertainment purposes only. These are my opinions, my thoughts. I did my own research, and this is what I'm simply doing. I'm just trying to entertain you guys and make you think about different things. So, disclaimer, stocks are risky investments. Investing in anything is risky. You can lose your money. Make sure that you do your own research and don't just follow trends. Make sure that you understand what you're investing in. Make sure that you are knowledgeable about the source that you're getting your information from and if they have any positions in said stock. Disclaimer, I personally own Moneygram and in long Moneygram, which means I think the stock is going to go up in value. So this video will be potentially biased towards Moneygram and why I think it's a great investment. So you always got to make sure that you know your stocks. You got to make sure that you know your sources and do your own research. Anyway, so let's jump into this stock here. So Moneygram, MGI. This is something that is not on many people's radar. This is not a Wall Street bets play. This is not even a Twitter play or a Reddit play or anywhere. This is simply just from my own freaking brain. This is a long shot that I think is a good gamble. And let's talk about why. So we have the short squeeze website right here. You type in a ticker symbol and it can bring up this data. The first thing we want to look for is a short squeeze potential because people are running reports like crazy looking for stocks that have high short potential. So the short percent decrease was 26% from, it looks like day over day prior. So 4 million shares short. The total amount of shares as of October 29th, 2020 is 72.5 million. So it's a decent amount of shares, but it's about the same size as GameStop. What I really like about this, though, is that even though the short interest is a lot lower, very, very small, 4 million compared, it's growing. So people are trying to short this company, which means it's going to get onto people's attention. It's also got a huge forward momentum coming in this chart of the stock price. So you can see this huge forward momentum in the last week over the stock price. And this is with no attention by the media or anything really. They did release a few press information, but let's actually back up a little bit because sure you guys probably know what Moneygram is, but for the big giant hedge funds and the suits, they don't really care about this little company. But Moneygram is a American money transfer company based in the United States, headquartered in Dallas, Texas. It has operations in St. Louis Park, Minnesota, and regional local offices around the world. Moneygram business are divided into two categories: global funds and financial paper products. The company provides its service to individuals and businesses throughout a network of agency and financial institutions. So long and short, Moneygram is how you send money to other people. And us poor people, we use Moneygram. We use Western Union to send money to our friends and family. We use these services. So you can see this trend happening last week. People are like, hey, okay, stimulus money happened. People are start sending more money over and over and over. Makes sense. Last month, same thing. The trend is still upwards from $5.65 up to $8.60. The last year trend, again, it is still trending up from $2 up to $8.61. So the trend has been going good. In a pandemic, when people need money, this is how people are sending money. MoneyGram, Western Union are doing incredibly well with this stuff. Like, the poor need to send money, so they go to Walmart and they send money through MoneyGram. Like, that's what we do. Like, we go to 7-Eleven, we buy a MoneyGram, we send money over there. Like, why do you think the scammers in the internet age, they call you up and be like, hey, you need to pay your tax bill or whatever shit they're going to scam you with, and be like, you need to give me a MoneyGram. Like, that's what they call for. They call for MoneyGram and Western Union. They call you for you to do these kind of services because the poor people, us, use these services. And over the last year, we've been using them more and more, it seems like. Especially the stock chart is seeing that. When we take a look at the financials, though, it's a little bit interesting. The financials have been going down for the last couple of years, hence why the stock got down to $2. This goes up to 2019. I'll show you a little bit more information on the financials, though. You can see going down, going down, going down, going down. Doesn't look good for MoneyGram 2016 to 2019. But a lot of things happened around that time. So MoneyGram actually partnered with XRP, a cryptocurrency which I am currently long on. Disclaimer, I am currently long on XRP. And this is the main reason why I looked into MoneyGram, is I wanted to see what businesses I could invest in that were associated with the cryptocurrency XRP. Because if you know anything about the current stock market crisis, it's like a liquidity crisis, they say, that the money isn't being transferred fast enough between the people that have the stocks, people that bought the stocks, and so forth. So the money is getting clogged up because it takes about 2 to 3 days to transfer money in the old days. And now we're transferring billions and trillions of dollars back and forth, and it's just getting clogged up. People are like, oh, we can't do this. It's not fast enough. Well, that's what XRP does. The cryptocurrency is designed specifically by Ripple to make settlement transactions pretty much instantly within a few seconds. So the whole purpose is for the banking industry to actually use XRP to settle money and to deal deals within like a few seconds. So if the stock market used XRP to transfer funds, there wouldn't be the liquidity crisis. There wouldn't be the Robinhoods of the world who are saying we can't let you buy GameStop. We can't let you buy other stocks because we don't have the money in the bank to back this stuff up. We're a little short. We need to get more funds from other people. So XRP is what brought me to MoneyGram, because this is a publicly traded company. You cannot personally buy XRP really in America. There's only a few sites where you can actually buy it because it's actually being investigated by the SEC. But even if it does die in America, for example, XRP has been granted a cryptocurrency label by the rest of the world. Only America has a problem with XRP right now, and XRP has been around for 10 years roughly, give or take or so. It's definitely something to look into, but XRP is the reason why I wanted to check out MoneyGram. And when we look into top stories for MoneyGram here, we can see fourth quarter results in February 19th. So they're going to report earnings, which we'll look at trends in a second on what has happened this last year. We have some information why MoneyGram has popped. MoneyGram International expands real-time P2P payments through Europe. So it had a nice pop around 9 days ago because they got some deals in Europe, and now it's like person-to-person trading is, I guess, able in Europe. So let's take a look at this article here. They said Friday announced that it's expanding its Visa debit card deposit service across Europe. This effort is made in collaboration with Checkout.com, whose solutions will help get MoneyGram payments made through the system in the hands of recipients in what the later promises as real time. So pretty much instantaneous. And the reason it's going to be instantaneous is because they work with Ripple. They use XRP. So if they're using XRP to help settle these things and they can transfer money instantaneous, that means they make more money on these deals. Like they save time. Time is money. I mean, everyone has heard this phrase. So time is money. And we're already seeing significant customer adoption, and we're expect to help contribute to strong digital growth in the European markets, MoneyGram CEO Alex Holmes said. Like, there's growth in this company. MoneyGram is growing. And the cool thing about MoneyGram is that MoneyGram is such a tiny, tiny, tiny company. This is where you get explosive growth, is market cap. So currently MoneyGram itself is only worth $633 million. So this is why GameStop blew up from like a $4 company, $2 company, to a $340 company, is because the market capitalization. So that means if you bought every single share of MoneyGram, it would only cost you $633 million, which means it's very easy to have the price go up a lot or have the price go down a lot because there's not that much money needed to do this. As people are now going after silver and bigger dogs in the sea, silver, it has a $1 trillion market cap, if I remember correctly. Again, I'm not 100% certain. This is all entertainment purpose, not investment advice. Make sure that you contact, financial advisors and smarter people than me. I'm just an ape with internet connection and a YouTube channel. So, nothing here financial advice at all, but these are just my random thoughts. And hey, if you like it, great. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more random thoughts. Maybe we can make some money together. Hey, maybe we're going to lose it all. You never know. Anyway, market cap is 633. Tiny, 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 tiny. So like one billionaire could just come and buy the entire company. Like literally that could happen. Someone could just say, I'm going to throw $1 billion over here. Like, I'll buy Moneygram. I'll take the whole company. And, that could happen. And from what I understand is that when something like acquires you, a big company, your company like skyrockets in value. They buy out all the shares and it becomes a lot more valuable. So overall, like this is a good bet, I think. Like it's a long shot, of course, but it's worth a shot, right? So let's show you what we're actually doing here. So we are in here in Robinhood. Unfortunately, all my money is in Robinhood. I deposited it because it was the easiest one, a couple months ago to use. But yeah, I hate Robinhood now. I want to get my money off. So every day I'm taking $50,000 off of Robinhood, but it's going to take a little while to get all the money off because that's the maximum limit. So while we're here, we might as well just go and invest and make money because it looks like an easy thing to do in Moneygram. So here's earnings. So we talked about earnings before. Back in the other chart, we only went up to, 2019. Now let's take a look. So earnings dipped at the beginning of 2020. Q1, earnings dipped down. It was bad stuff. Earnings have then recovered Q2. So estimates were down here. They were expecting to have a loss of negative 8 cents per share, but it really actually looks like turned a profit of 0.1 cent. And then Q3 just blew it out of the water there. They expected about a negative or an out of 0.08 roughly for share, but they blew it out with like 0.17 or so for share. So it's on this huge trajectory of positive growth. And the reason is the poor people, guys. We got stimulus money. We got friends and family that are poor. And us poor people, we actually help each other out. We don't just like dick around and be like, yeah, I got $1 billion. I got a boat. I got a yacht, man. Like, nah, you should come over. Oh, but I'm going to charge you $100,000 to come over to my yacht. Like, no, we don't do that shit. We have a boat. We have a yacht. We have whatever. Hey, come over. Let's have a barbecue. Let's hang out. You need $10. You need $20. Hey, here you go. I'll let you borrow $20. Whatever you need, brother. Like that's how the poor people are. The poor people are friendly, helpful. Like there's videos on YouTube that show people are trying to give away free flowers. Like a viral video trying to give away free flowers to people in like, I think it's New York City. And he's doing it in the rich part of town with like the hedge funds and Wall Street people. He's trying to just give away roses and stuff and flowers. And people are just looking at him like, what the hell is wrong with you, bro? I don't want your flower. Like, why are you trying to give me a flower? And then he goes to a poorer neighborhood in the same city. And every single poor person, 90% of the poor people are so grateful and thankful that he's giving out a free flower, hugs, and just like, man, you made my day. God bless you. All this good stuff. It's because the poor people actually freaking give a shit about other people, whereas the rich people, they don't give a shit about other people. They only care about their billions and the yachts and everything else. Why do you think people like Elon Musk is so popular? Elon Musk is a billionaire because the poor people made him a billionaire. He's incredibly smart, but he knows where he came from and he helps out other people. He's not a rich, snobby billionaire that doesn't give a shit. Elon Musk actually gives a shit about the people. So that is why they are like cult followers. That is why Tesla blew up. The poor people, us, real estate or real retail investors as we're called now, we respect one another. We help one another. That's why Tesla blew up like it did, is because Elon Musk has that cult following of people. He knows where he came from. He wasn't just born with a silver spoon. He earned his money and he built things. Why do you think GameStop blew up as it is? Ryan Cohen, same exact story. He was from, nothing. He grew his own business. He was poor. He grew a business, developed it, fought Amazon, fought the big dogs, fought like Petco, beat them at their own game and made millions. That's why people support these billionaires, millionaires, is because they're one of us. One of us. One of us. That's why. It is not a cliche. That's why we support these people. That's why we love their products, is because they get it. They understand. Elon Musk drops memes all the time. Like, we love that shit. That's what we do. That we have a sense of humor. We're not there just trying to just squeeze a dollar out of everyone like these stupid hedge funds who are trying to short stocks and kill companies. We love GameStop. We're there buying games, midnight releases. Like, that shit happens. This is what happens in the poor economy. This is what happens in the real freaking world. People like me and you buy stuff from GameStop. Yes, the big suits, they think, oh, no one's buying games from GameStop. It's dead. Everyone's going digital. It's the next Blockbuster. Okay, let's short it to hell and bankruptcy, and then we make all this money. Like, yeah, some people are doing digital. It is convenient. It's nice. But a lot of us still like to buy games from GameStop because not only do you get the satisfaction of opening up that disc and putting it in, but you can lend it to a friend. You could sell it to a neighbor. You could sell it back to GameStop. Like, we do these things because we're poor. A $60 game is expensive. And now if you buy the game and then 2 months later you're like, I'm done with it. I don't want it anymore. If it's a digital copy, you can't do shit to it. It's stuck on your console. You're there. You can't sell it to anyone. But if it's a physical copy, you can turn it to GameStop for $20 or $10 or whatever. Like, sure, they may rip you off and give you, next to nothing, but it's better than zero, guys. So they give you something. They give you an outlet to trade your games. Once you're done with it, you can make some money off of it. You can also trade and give it to other people, share to other people. Digital copy, you cannot do this. Like, that's what they don't understand, is that GameStop wasn't going to die is because too many people like digital for the purpose of reselling and lending it out to friends, sharing with others. Like, we are in a sharing culture. We're in a meme culture. Twitter, Facebook, all these platforms have brought together, TikTok, all these people, and we all now are one giant family, essentially. Like, sure, there's some bad apples out there. Sure, there's some people that are crazy. But generally, most of the poor people are good people just trying to help out one another. So this is why, in my opinion, Moneygram has jumped up in value. The suits may not get it. You can see, like, your analyst ratings. 14% of the people say buy. 57% of the people say hold. 29% of people say sell. You know what? I actually like this because the more people that say sell that are suits, that means they clearly don't get the common man. They clearly don't get the everyday person, the person who's making $25,000 a year, $50,000 a year. Like, you don't get what we have to go through. You don't get the struggle that we go through each and every day. And so now they're angry and they're crying on the news channels because they're losing millions, and some poor people are getting rich off of them. They're getting squeezed. Oh, this is so bad. Wake the fuck up. Like, you've been squeezing us for the last 50, 100 years. Like, this is complete bullshit. Like, we deserve to have our shot, and we're taking our shot here. And this is why it resonates. This is why it ends up being the movement of the poor versus the rich. And this is why it resonates with so many people. So let's talk about what to do with Moneygram and what I did personally with Moneygram. So I went over here into trade. I went into trade options because this is how you make the big freaking money, guys. You have to risk, you have to gamble, and that's what this is. You got to go into options. Again, not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the notification bell, do all that good stuff. Trying to help out you guys. But again, entertainment purposes, invest at your own risk. This is what I did. You can see I got 400 of these $10 calls. And what a call is, for people that don't know or are new to stocks and option, it means you're betting that on 2/19 that Moneygram will be at least $10 or higher on the stock price. That's what you're betting. And so you can go in here, you can click on to buy, and when you buy a contract, you're essentially buying 100 shares, the right to buy 100 shares. If the price is lower than $10, you lose all your money. So it's like a lottery ticket here almost. You don't have anything, you have a max that you can lose. So if we buy one share or one contract here, it's going to cost us $85. This is the limit price. This is the bid. This is what someone is trying to buy it for. So someone is willing to pay 80 cents. And then this is what, like, someone is willing to sell it for. Essentially market makers or another person who bought this contract and now wants out of the deal. You can click on that and you can change the price to whatever. So let's just go here for demonstration purpose. We're going to click it up to 90 cents and we're going to click review and we're going to go ahead and swipe up and go ahead and buy this. It's going to come to this screen on Robinhood and it's still thinking because in that time when I was talking to you and interacting, the price went up. So someone's like, hey, this is a good deal. I don't want to sell for 90 cents anymore. I want to, go and sell it for 95 cents. Oh, it went down a little bit. So now someone sold me a contract for 90 cents and it's times 100 because this is essentially buying 100 shares. So what happened there? We got a total cost of $90. We click done. And we can see now, if the stock price goes up, we're going to make a lot of money. If it goes to $12, we're going to make like double our money on this. So we can take a look at here. We have a total value in our Moneygram of $96,000 because I'm poor, but I beat the fucking suits on GameStop. I made money on GameStop. I still have stock in GameStop, but I beat the fucking suits on GameStop by buying options and getting lucky. Okay? That's what happened. If the truth of the matter is, that's exactly what happened. So I made some money and I've got now some money to play around with, essentially. I invested this and you can see all the stuff that we have here. So we have all these different calls. And if you want to, you can actually sell your position. So currently, this is the call that we bought right here. It's worth 90 cents. You can see it goes up and down. It has its own little chart here. We can go ahead and say like, oh no, I'm scared. I want to get out of this. We can go ahead and sell, and we can sell our one contract. And look, if we want to, someone's offering 80 cents again, but someone is also offering or trying to sell it for $1. So we can go ahead and try and sell it for $1. And if we do this, this is called day trading. We're essentially buying it low and selling it high, and then going to buy it back low and sell it high. This is how people make a boatload of money. And once you understand this system, you can make a lot of money doing this, but it's very, very risky. You can also miss out on just giant jumps in the stock prices. So we're going to leave it on here for a second to see if we actually made our 10 cents, and it's times 100. So if it does sell, that means in this video, that means we've made $10 by simply buying the contract, 5 minutes ago, and then now selling it for a little bit higher price. Doesn't look like it's going to go through, but we'll still chill right here. But again, this is options. So options are a very, very cool thing because you can try and predict the future. And with all the apes going around banging on stocks right now, the people have no idea what the apes are capable of. The apes are capable of bringing any stock, literally any stock, from like $5 to $500. It could be the next GameStop. You never know. Like, the apes can do that. If apes get together, apes are stronger together, guys. And now they're terrified because we've realized that. We realized that with social media. And this is not a new thing at all. This has been going around for years. So companies have realized this. They wanted to get their stuff trending on Twitter, on Facebook, on Reddit for years. So the companies knew the power of a viral video or viral marketing techniques. That's how companies had explosive growth, is getting viral videos, free advertisement, free marketing, etc., etc., etc. Now, the consumers, the retailers, we're realizing we can actually monetize this. We can make money off of viral stuff. So right now, like, silver's going viral, GameStop's going viral, AMC's going viral. So people realize this and they jumped on this train and they got in early, they sold, and then they've gone on to look for different types of things. The smart money right now, I'm going to tell you this straight up. I think the smart money personally is not in GameStop anymore. I'm personally in GameStop. I've taken some money out of there, but I still have a sizable position in GameStop. But I think the smarter money is in looking for the next big thing. They're not thinking that GameStop is going to 3,000. We might hope that GameStop goes to 3,000. We might believe that GameStop goes to 3,000. But I said this in another video. I think the chance is like 10% that GameStop goes to 3,000. I think there's a very high chance that GameStop goes down to like 100 rather than 3,000. I think 100 GameStop price is 90% likely. I think 3,000 GameStop price is 10% likely. That's where I'm at with GameStop. I think it's way more risky to own GameStop right now than it is the reward on the upside. Does it mean it's a bad thing to have? No. I'm going to have, Garrett, till the day I die, I will have one share of GameStop forever. And I'm going to do the whole stock thing where I have them send it to me physically and I have a stock certificate because I want to have that and frame that on my wall because that GameStop made me a lot of money. Okay. Like, I'm going to give back to the GameStop community. I'm going to buy more stuff at GameStop because, again, this is what the poor people do. We buy stuff to help others. We support each other. So you can see the price of this has gone down to 88 cents. It doesn't look like we're going to get that sell order to complete, but that's okay. Prices can fluctuate up and down. So at this point, when you're in stocks, generally what they say is you want to buy low and sell high. So we might try to buy more of this stuff if we have more money available and if we really believe in this process. Anyway, guys, thanks for the video. Thanks for the watch. Sorry for the long rant. Hopefully you had entertainment and enjoyment. And if you did, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you think about Moneygram. Can we get this thing trending? That would be just bananas if Moneygram goes trending. Is it possible? Yes, anything is possible on the internet, guys. We are strong together. We are strong. We have incredible amount of power, and Wall Street and the suits and the hedge funds are freaking terrified of us because we now know that we can essentially use our collective, monkey brains and defeat them and take money from them that they've stolen from us over the years.